Hey guys, this is Ted with OAXRAY, and today we're going to be doing some scouting on Target.com. So whenever I look on the front page, I generally look for any sales, and it looks like we have up to 40% off on clearance. So I'm going to go to clearance, and I'm going to go to toys. I always like to go to toys. And we will see what comes up here. Okay, it looks like there's a ton of things on clearance, and if you want to go through this quickly, you're going to want to be using OAXRAY. So I'm going to start off on page 1. I'm going to click the extension. And while that's loading, instead of waiting, I'm going to go back to the page and go to page 2. I'm going to run the extension again. Since we're doing 60 per page, 3 to 5 pages by the time you've gone back and run 3 to 5 pages, it will generally be complete. It takes about 30 seconds, for OAXRAY to run. So I want to get as much work done as possible rather than wait, even though it's only 30 seconds. Okay, so here's page 5, and it looks like OAXRAY is running. So I'm going to go back to the page 1 of OAXRAY and see if it's already completed. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it looks like we have a few more to complete, but I'm just going to click on positive ROI and see what we have. Now, I'm going to purposely choose something with a really high rank because I do not want to post any bolos. So I think I'm going to try out on the Arabian horse, which is the first one that comes up. I'm going to click there on the extension and click the Target link. Target has a lot of exclusives, so I like the source on Target because often they won't be sold at any other stores. They'll be exclusive items. And I think our generation is only sold at Target. So we're looking at this sale price $17.49. It's normally $34.99, so we're getting a substantial amount off. Whenever we look at the Amazon listing, this is what we come to. Now, before we start looking, always check to make sure there's not duplicate listings. Sometimes it will there'll be 2 or 3 listings on the same item. This one list is almost at 1,999,000, and as I paste in the title, we'll see if there's duplicate listings. Okay, so here we have 2 different listings. Pricing is about the same, so I don't think it's gonna affect the margin too much, but it looks like it's at $49.61 and our buy price is $17.99, I believe. As we scroll down, the reason I chose this one is just because it's the first one, but you want to make sure that you choose the one with the best sales rank if possible. So here we go. It looks like this one's only 127,000 versus the other one being at 900,000. So I would definitely go with this one on top of the other one. So whenever I look at this from top to bottom, I'm looking at my customer review. There's nothing negative, so I'm not worried about anything there. As we scroll down, I look at my price history rank, and it looks, or price history, and it looks like everything has been pretty stable at about 42 bucks, 40 to 11 probably by this seller, and they have $7.49 shipping, so you're at about $50 even. As we scroll down, we see the item is 5.8 pounds, but we do not see any shipping dimensions. So it's hard to tell if this is going to be oversized based on the dimensions, because sometimes they'll change a little bit, or maybe there's no dimensions in the system. So whenever it tells OAXRAY the information, if there's a long dimension, it might not be processed in the Amazon feed. So we're going to copy the ASIN, and the next thing we're going to do is pull up the FBA revenue calculator. So we have the FBA revenue calculator pulled up, and I'm going to input the ASIN. Great, so it looks like it's 23 by 20 by 6, which means the item is probably going to be oversized. We're going to see what happens when we put it in. I would price this a little bit higher than the lowest merchant fulfilled seller, but that's just me. I'd go at $55.99. Now, one trick I like to do is in the prep service field, I will put in the cost of the item. So that's $17.99 and calculate. Looks like I'm just about going to double my money. I'm going to make about $16.66, but with an oversized item looks like it's going to take up a good amount of space, make sure you calculate your inbound shipping cost. It might be $1, it might be $2, depending on what you're paying per pound and depending on your size, because this is a pretty sizable item. Okay, now that we've done our due diligence, let's just go over everything we did. You want to make sure you check the customer reviews. You want to make sure you check the price history, see if you see Amazon or other lowball sellers in there. Check to make sure the FBA revenue calculator is correct, and check your best sellers rank. And before you start doing any of that, word search your title and make sure you don't see any duplicate listings, because there's no point in doing all this work if there's 2 or 3 of the same listings and you're not looking at the best listing to sell on. Now, speaking of Target in particular, if you have a red card, you can get 5% off all your purchases, plus you will get free shipping. You also get free shipping when you spend more than $25, so that's a pretty easy threshold to get to. It's one of the lowest on the websites that we support at OAXRAY. And also you can buy gift cards for Target.com. Generally, right now I'm seeing 9% off. So you can stack your 9% and you can use your card also. So you can get about 14% off of this item and basically knock an extra $3 off of that. That is everything that I have to go over on scouting on Target.com. Have a great day.